everyone. Today I'm gonna share with you guys introduction to Linux. Salut mes amis, j'espère que vous allez très bien. Mbote na bandeko nyonso toza kolanda nga lelo na kopartage na bino eloko oyo tobengaka Linux. Introduction to Linux. Soki ozo comprendre te tindelanga message nosala nyonso tuna répondre. Babiloko na enseignaka eza na niveau ya likolo, eza na école, eza babiloko mo eza ya niveau école secondaire te, ok? Alors tokoya na biso awa nakolobela Linux, Mac, Linux na Windows. Landa ndenge naza koprononce yango: Unix, Mac, Linux, Windows. Ye oyo Linux aza koko na bango. Linux ye oyo mutu aboti bango nyonso tu. Mutu oyo aboti Linux, Unix abota Linux, Mac abota Windows. So guys, this is what I'm trying to say. See, Unix give birth to Linux. Mac gave birth to Windows. You see, so it's Dennis and Ken are the one who created the Unix. Mac is Steve Jobs. This one, the other guys. This one is Bill Gates. Okay, we come here now. That's what. So this is why I end up putting like this. Okay, Dennis, Ken are the one who create Unix. Okay, so I do believe Dennis is the one who create also the C language. Okay, and C language, you see, like for example Python, JavaScript, I think PHP also, they took C language and they built some stuff inside of it. Okay, and Steve Jobs is the one who, I just put like this in case you want to get a little bit more information about their background. And we got Bill Gates, he's the one who created Windows. Okay, just for you to see. Maybe in case I make some mistake, you guys forgive me, but I just want to get a little bit to provide people a little bit about their background. Come here. So that's why I end up putting like this: Dennis and Ken. So they're the one who create Unix. So the C language, I do believe, is Dennis the one who created C language. So you see, this is C language. When you look at, like I said, if you look at JavaScript, Python, PHP, yes, some of the stuff they build instead of that language, they borrowed from here. Now we got Steve Jobs, we got Bill Gates, we got these guys from Linux. So I end up putting like this. Okay, they are the number one, to be honest. Number one. Look, they use let's say for example Amazon use Linux, Google use Linux, Facebook use Linux. Okay, so we got Steve Jobs, we got Bill Gates, and we end up getting these guys. Okay, that's why I end up putting like this: Unix, Linux, Mac, and Windows. Okay, we come here, this is the year it came out. Okay, 1969 we have Unix, that the year came up. We got 1999 we got Linux, 1984 we got Mac, 1985 we got Windows. Okay, so if I go back here, when you see Unix, think about of Dennis and Ken. This one you think about, this is his name, what he has done. If you put S here at the end, that's his name. So Mac, you think about Bill Gates, Steve Jobs. Windows, you think about Bill Gates. Okay, we come here. That's why, and I just put like this, like Unix was born in 1969 at a hospital called AT Bell Research Lab. Okay, I just put like this in case you don't get it right. And then later on, we end up having in 1984 we end up having TCP and IP. But don't worry about this. Okay. Here we have that's why I end up putting like this, like Unix is a grandparent of all modern operating system. Okay, so in Unix and Linux, everything is a file. Okay, yeah, in Unix or Linux, you're gonna see we talk a lot about the root. You're gonna hear a lot about this. Okay, root is the name of the topmost file system. You're gonna hear about this a lot. User account is not a root. Okay, so for example, which Damba is a count. Damba is a current directory. Okay, yeah. So which Damba is a user login name. This one is a current directory. We come here. So you're gonna see in like the way I say I put here in Linux or in Unix or Linux, everything is a file. So we got like disk drive, program, printer, data. You know, in Linux we have you know, like the way we have a local disk or hard drive, the way we have them in Windows. No, we don't have them in Linux. Linux doesn't have it. Okay, so you're gonna hear in Linux we talk a lot about kernel, shell, file, utility. So that's what I put up like this. The four component in all Unix operating system are shell. Okay, sorry, kernel. Okay, we got kernel, we got shell, we got file system, we got utility. Okay, again, okay, kernel, shell, file system, and utility. Now, when I say shell, don't think of, you know, if you take chemistry in high school or at university, you're gonna hear about shell, but we're not talking about the one from chemistry. No, it's different. Shell is like where you put, you write the command. Okay, so we come here. That's what I put in the notes like this. Okay. Yeah. So for example, that's what I end up putting like this. The kernel see the hard disk as a file. When you create a file and save it to the hard disk, okay, we come here, I put the kernel, we have file, read, file, write, connectivity to the network, connectivity to this one. If in case you don't get it, it's like when I do the demo with you guys, you're gonna understand some of the stuff is a logical thinking, okay, but when I do the demo, you're gonna get it. Okay, so the shell, the shell is a part of the Unix and Linux operating system. You're gonna also hear about the bash. Okay, the bash shell accepts all the command line input and passes it to the kernel of the operating system. Okay, so shell provide a command like interface where the user can enter the command. Okay, shall interpret the user's command. Okay. Also, shall also pass the interpret command to the kernel. Okay. So you may say, then why you read so slowly? I read so slowly because some people don't get it. Okay. I don't want to go like shell is the part of the Unix and the Linux operating system. The shell bash accept all the command line input and pass to the kernel of the operating system. Shall provide a command-like interface where the user can enter the command. Shall interpret the user command. Shall also pass the interpret command to the kernel. No, I don't want to wait like that. No, no, no. That's just a mess. So I'm gonna go slowly, okay? So that's why I end up putting like this in case you wanna take some note. We got the hardware, we got the Linux kernel, we got the bash. So I put like this in case you wanna take some note and you have, that way you know what I'm talking about, right? So this one like a user 1, user 2, user 3. We got the bash here. If I go back, you don't get it. When I was talking about the bash, okay, if you don't get it. So we come here, okay? We come here. I was talking about the bash shell, this one, okay? Accept all the command line input and pass it to the kernel of the operating system. Okay, so if we come here, this is the one I'm talking about. Okay, so yep, this is the one I'm talking. Bash. We have a different. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this, but that's what I was saying. So, you see, I put like this in case you don't get it. That way you have an idea, So when we create the Africa, Asia, Europe, and North America, Australia, you're gonna understand. Okay? So now it's okay. Yeah, I just put like this in case you don't get it right. Okay? So when you look at, for example, you don't understand the meaning of this, read, please go back, read what these lines, and then you're gonna understand. Okay, I'm gonna put the PDF for you guys online. Okay, so for example here, the file system provides a directory and structure that allowed the person to track and manage the file. Okay, that's what I end up putting like this. Okay, you have to understand this. Unix does not have a local disk. Doesn't have it. That's why I put like this. You see this one? This is the one I'm talking about. Unix doesn't have it. This is the one. So Linux or Unix, no. Unix and Linux don't have the local disk. Don't have it. Okay? It doesn't. Linux doesn't have this. Okay? Taona zoba. I'm need Linux. Linux to Unix. Linux na Unix. Bazalaka na local disk te. Bazala nango te. Yango mona te awa. Oyo eza na window, mais Linux sikoyo azalaka nango te. Na biso awa. Awa. Kaka olingi ozwa ba note. Oyo eza ba file system ya Linux. This is the file system of Linux. Okay? We come here. So that's why I put like this. Each user contains he or her own home directory where the user store the file. Okay? We come here. I put like this in case you don't get it right. Alright, now the system. So that's what I was talking about. In case you don't understand the meaning, you can take some note here. Don't understand what they do, I put like this in case you want to take some note. Same thing here. That's why, for example, /bin contains the binary programs that any user may execute. Okay, this contains the most system configuration. Okay, so this one, home/home, default location for all regular user home directory. Okay, so in case you don't get it, it's okay. When we do the lab, you're gonna understand. We come here, same thing. We come here. So yeah, so the video is not that long. Okay, so I'm gonna stop here for today. Like I always say, if you have a question, please feel free to contact me. Okay, ana usuka na ngapo na lelo supoza mituna boting de langa yango. Alors donc ça balade bo comprendre bien. Okay, nzamba batem no botika malam. Bye bye.